So, the year 2002, this is going to be for my best films, and Patrick will discuss it. So, 2002.
Fuck this year.
Yeah, alright. Top 10 best films. I'll list my honorable mentions first. And, yeah. Spy Kids 2, it was pretty good. Scooby-Doo, you know, it's goofy, it's horribly childish, but I kind of enjoyed. Van Wilder, I was surprised at actually how good quality it is, because I thought it'd just be like an American Pie spin-off type deal, but it was actually, had some heart, and Ryan Reynolds not the worst actor in the world. Jason X, one of the biggest guilty pleasures of my life. This movie is ridiculous. It's Jason in space is such a horribly dumb idea. You wonder who came up with it, when it could have just been, oh, Jason in the snow. And then one guy's like, hey, how about space? And they go, yeah! Who thought that was a good idea? And then it's a terrible movie, but I like it. If you think of it as a comedy, it's awesome. Triple X, not an honorable mention, kind of a dishonorable mention, because it's so ridiculously goofy and a little cheesy with Vin Diesel in his giant fur coats, and it just feels like it's so going for that, what's the word? Counterculture of the early 2000s with the extreme sports and all that. Just, it was kind of cheesy and bad. And two other ones. The Tuxedo with Jackie Chan, I like that. He gets a tuxedo and becomes a super awesome guy. Okay. And Punch Drunk Love. Adam Sandler beating the shit out of dudes with a crowbar. Not a bad way to spend 2 hours. Any that you would like honorably mention?
Absolutely not, because most of the fucking movies in this year suck!
This is going to be a long one. Alright. So my number 10. I haven't seen this since I first originally saw it way long ago. I might have been like 10. It was Bang Bang You're Dead. But this movie grabbed me and said, hey, fucko. Movies can be pretty awesome if you just think about story. Like this is like story-driven. It's not your typical movie. This is like independent. This ain't no frickin' Transformer. My number 9, Insomnia. Yeah. Hoo-ha, motherfucker! My number 8, Murder by Numbers. Sandra Bullock and Ryan Gosling. And some other fucking guy. And Ryan and the other guy plan a basically perfect murder, but Sandra Bullock's gonna stop him. I thought it was good. My number 7, 28 Days Later. Classic horror film in my opinion. I guess Patrick here doesn't like it. I thought it was good. You know, zombies running, the only time they did that, it was after this actually, was Dawn of the Dead. I thought it's good. Little slow paced, little boring to some. I liked it. He doesn't. Why don't you like it?
Zombies aren't supposed to run. When I first saw this film, I was scared out of my fucking mind. It's like, they can run?
So shouldn't you like it then if it scared you though?
No, because it scared me too much. I had nightmares for like 2 years after that of zombies.
Okay. My number 6, Panic Room. Jodie Foster and Kristen Stewart. But there's also Forrest Whitaker, Dwight Yoakam, and another guy. And you know, I thought it was a pretty intense thriller. I really like it. Have you seen it?
Seen it a couple years back. I don't remember a fucking thing about it.
Jodie Foster is fantastic. Forrest Whitaker is really good. Dwight Yoakam's scary. And Kristen Stewart pretty much has a haircut that makes her look like a boy, and she has diabetes or whatever. And she's not frowning the whole time, but that's because she's not in it a whole lot. But you know, this was before she had to depend on her frowning, so good movie. Alright. Your number 5.
I'm so ashamed to say this, but Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Why are you disappointed?
Because that isn't a very good film. But I didn't find there was any more good films of 2002 that would actually deserve to be on my top 5. Nothing else.
I'm gonna go get my wand and I'm gonna expect a Petroleum you. Well, I won't disagree. This movie is not very good. It's like the first one. It's pretty much a kid's movie, but I like it. That big-ass snake creeps me out. And Daniel Radcliffe, the 2 first movies, the only thing that holds it together, besides Emma Watson, is Daniel Radcliffe. He's really good. And, you know, also Alan Rickman, Mr. Potter. Do you think you're some kind of cowboy, Mr. Potter? And then little Harry Potter, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, now expecto patronum this. Like, I wish we had that, but you know, that's okay. My number 5, classic animation film, classic Christmas, even though it's Hanukkah, 8 Crazy Nights with Adam Sandler. I know some people are like, what? That's freaking childish, stupid, lowbrow comedy. You know what? It is horribly childish and rude, crude. I like it. You know, Adam Sandler doesn't get away with that anymore with me because, you know, 2007 on, it's like, Adam, stop it now, because it was cute before. It's not cute anymore. I mean, you had your 15 years to be cute with it. It's just annoying now. But this, with all the crudeness and all, it still has good heart that actually, like, pays off to me, and I really like it. It's funny. Davy Stone, you son of a bitch, quit freezing me in the shit! Alright, you're number 4.
Hey, Crazy Nights.
Okay, you get to talk about it.
What haven't you covered on it already?
Alright. My number 4, The Bourne Identity. Well, one of the more premier action films of the last decade, because action before that, we had a lot of things like Speed and a lot of those Arnold, Sly Stallone movies. Then we had stuff like Die Hard, but this was different. This was, okay, we're going to take this actor and he's going to frickin' kick ass in a whole new style of filming. It's going to be fast, intense, going to shake the camera a little bit, give that gritty feel, but not too much, unlike a lot of movies today that try to be like The Bourne. They shake the camera too much and it's bad. This did it good. It had an interesting story. He can't remember a thing. He's going, he's doing his stuff. And Matt Damon goes from being the smart kid from Good Will Hunting to a certified badass. Your thoughts on it?
I actually thought that movie, it wasn't very good because I didn't find it to completely have a good plot out to it. I mean, the acting, everything was good in it, but I didn't feel it had the perfect plot to it.
I can understand where you're coming from. I just disagree. The plot, it's just kind of, all 3 movies, it is the same thing.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened in my mind? What did I do? He wants to find his past, and you know, that plot can go a long ways, but I will admit it's not the most involving plot in the world.
Yeah.
Your number 3.
Jackass. Love this movie just because I love to see people get hurt.
Which says a little something about yourself.
Yeah, I'm a little bit mind-fucked, I must say. But yeah, I love seeing people do this crazy shit, and just have no consequence to it at all. It's like, oh, I broke a leg, I don't give a shit, I'm gonna go through with this next stunt. Love that. It's like, so determined.
True American heroes.
Yeah.
Alright, my number 3. 8 Mile. You know, Eminem as a musician, I like him. His rap's good. This movie, you know, acting-wise, Eminem's practically playing himself, so that's not much of a stretch. You got Brittany Murphy in there for a bit. Who is it? Michael Shannon. Acting was good. Story, I like the story. I think they kind of tried to repeat that a little bit. You ended up with movies like Get Rich or Die Trying, which aren't as good. But you know, Eminem, the movie, your enjoyment's based on if you like him. If you like Eminem as like a rapper, then you'll probably enjoy the movie. But if you don't like him, the movie's not going to win you over.
Yeah.
Your number, was it 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Dragon. I can't say much on it, actually.
Brett Ratner made a horror movie with Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, basically, it's... yeah.
Well, it's got a stacked cast. Writing's not the worst. It is a remake because before Anthony Hopkins was even Hannibal Lecter, you had Brian Cox, the frickin' fat guy from a lot of movies. I don't want to claim him as a fat guy. It's just a way to identify him. Bourne Identity, X-Men 2, Troy. You know, he's around. He was Hannibal Lecter, and you had Michael Mann directing it. It just didn't exactly work for some people, so they're like, you know, let's try this again with Anthony Hopkins, the good Hannibal Lecter, and it was fine. Yeah. Alright, my number 2. Ice Age and Lilo and Stitch. It is a tie because I can't pick from these two. I love both. Ice Age is fantastic in my opinion. I really like it. I think that every sequel after it lost so much of the heart and like character and everything that the first one had, and it just started going for this mainstream comedy. But the first one was actually pretty good, really touching. And Lilo and Stitch, I freaking love that movie. Stitch is the best pet. I've said it before. He'll barf up your freaking cake that he ate just so you can actually eat it, because he freaking steals all your shit. And you know, I really like it. It's a really good Disney film. I love both, and yeah, it's a tie, because I break all the rules.
Ice Age, I don't really remember watching because it's been, well, actually since
10 years?
Yeah, about that. No, not 10 years. Actually, yeah, 10 years. 10 years since I've seen the movie. But Lilo and Stitch, I was watching that up until last year when my my DVD got completely destroyed. I mean, I love that movie. Just fucking love that. It's awesome. It's like touching beautifully.
And it introduces culture, which not really a big thing, but it's just like, hey kids, Hawaii, it's pretty cool, eh? So then they get this whole Hawaiian culture infused into the story, because it could have been just like a farm hick from Ohio or whatever, but instead you get Hawaiian people. Just a little bit of culture makes it fun, and you get all the good Elvis music and stuff.
Yeah, and how they made it so it didn't ever down on anybody's culture at all.
Yeah.
It was like they made it so kids could like look up to this movie and actually see, hey,
these people are pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be racist. I'm supposed to be
open-minded. And almost want to like be like, I want to live there. That's a cool culture. That's neat, all the stuff they do.
Yeah.
Alright, you're number 2.
My number 2. I missed a number 2. Son of a bitch! Okay, I'm going straight to my number 1, I guess. Queen of the Damned.
Alright, what's a vampire movie without Lestat? Well, Queen of the Damned. I haven't seen it, so I literally have no opinion. All I know is, well, Tom Cruise was in an interview with the vampire, and then they made this without him.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's basically a movie where vampires are all over the friggin' city, and one vampire, the queen of the vampires, it's so hard to explain. You just have to watch the movie.
I'll check it out sometime. Yeah. My number 1. And it's another tie. I know I break the rules. It makes you want to hurt me. 2. Adaptation is the first one. Nicolas Cage gets to play himself and his twin brother. Nick Cage is a struggling writer, and his twin brother, also Nicolas Cage. Hey, I'm doing good in my script. It's like one of these goofy, fluffy Hollywood action type things. And the Nicolas Cage, like they're Andy Kaufman and Charlie Kaufman or something like that. They're 2 Kaufman brothers. And the other Nicolas Cage is just like, what the fuck? Because he's actually a good writer. He writes really good, like, deep, thoughtful type movies. And his brother is just, when he's stuck with writer's block, his brother's getting all the glory. And then so it's a journey from there on. It's very cool, very neat movie. And then there's also my other tie, Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire is fantastic as him. I think Andrew Garfield, the new Andrew Garfield movie, pretty much took all from this movie. I mean, you can't blame it. The Spider-Man lore is only so deep, the origin. If you gotta tell it, it's gonna be similar. But this movie has a lot to it. Nostalgic to me. I wore out the VHS. I love this movie. And this is the first movie where I had that like need. I want to frickin' be Spider-Man. I want to swing through the city because that looks cool. And you know all the infamous things, the upside down kiss, the Willem Dafoe as a villain. He's pretty cool. That suit and all that score, the music, it's all very cool. I really enjoy it. So yeah, that's my 2 number 1s. Do you have thoughts on either of those movies?
No, because I didn't like Adaptation. I didn't like Spider-Man.
Oh no.
I always hated Spider-Man. To me, he seemed like the gayest superhero ever.
What about Aquaman?
Okay, next to Aquaman.
And Green Lantern?
No, Green Lantern was freaking awesome, man. You gotta admit, a ring that gives you fucking power like that, that's the boss!
Controversial. I disagree. I get where you're coming from. The Spider-Man is kind of a feminine hero. He's not like Batman where I'm gonna walk in there and I'm gonna beat your face in with my fist. He's no, I'm gonna do a bunch of backflips and shoot my webs everywhere. Yeah. Like, I get where you're coming from. I really like it though. So yeah, that was 2002. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, like or subscribe. I'm Dylan. This is Patrick because his YouTube channel is gone. he was kinda kid, and literally that channel is just like, well, I forgot the password. Well, it's now lost in YouTube. The YouTube universe now owns him, and he'll never log on again. But I'm Dylan Campbell. This is Patrick. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Tell us if you have any disagreements with our list or anything. Maybe if you got a pick you think we missed or overlooked. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Oh, I got one. Hopefully someone will comment and say, where's Lord of the Rings 2? I'll be honest, like...
Lord of the Rings sucked donkey shit.
Okay, I haven't seen him since I was 8. He doesn't like him. I can't say I hate him, but you know, when I saw him, I was like, that's a lot of walking. So I'll have to see it again, but yeah.
I can't stand it.
Alright, yeah. See you guys later.